and friends.
I'm Bree.
And I'm Ninja. This is Bree Ninja Network, episode 45.
Is the volume working?
The volume is working. Hold
I don't
on.
feel like redoing
See?
that.
Right there. Volume is working, loud and proud. Wings and things. We got a couple things to talk about this morning. We were a little late on the video, but
A little late.
It's-
We've done a
well-
video in like a month.
yeah, no.
A month.
Dang. The last one was like Halloween. We were gonna do one for Thanksgiving, we forgot, but we were supposed to do one
So more than a month.
before this week because we're in the SEC championship and it's a big deal, and it's just
Did you do what I think you just did?
well, it's the week of the SEC championship. It's a big deal, and everybody knows what we did a couple years ago.
Don't go near Atlanta.
We turned it up for the SEC championship.
Oh my, could you stop? Could you stop?
Anyways, I've danced for this competition a couple times, and we're playing the same team that we played when I actually went to the game a couple years ago, and they
2013.
beat us really bad. It was 2011 actually. Yeah.
That was not a couple of years ago. It was almost a decade ago.
Decade challenge. We should put this year's team, I guess, or these year's team versus those year's teams a couple years ago. I remember that game. It was great because I made a lot of nice new LSU friends, even though they talked a lot of mess after they whooped us.
Let's be honest.
It might be a repeat of the 10-year challenge of
Let's
that
be
game.
honest.
And me and Bree have been saying that quite a lot for the last couple of weeks. Even these articles that I've been reading for the most part. I don't know exactly why LSU dropped to number 2 and not the number 1 spot. Or are they still the number?
Schedule.
Probably because
People are like weighing the schedules.
But most Vegas odds have a LSU winning over us at about a 7-point favorite, which makes sense because their offense is way better than ours.
Duh.
It's especially with what happened in the Georgia Tech game with us losing 2 of our essential pieces of our offense. Even though we still ended up growing, we still ended up scoring the most in that game that we did our entire season. I think what was it, 57 or something like that. We didn't watch the game, but I'm happy that our offense was able to still get moving. But we gonna need all of that for LSU because their offense. I remember watching that Florida game and watching them literally go up to like 42 points in like a half.
LSU.
Well, Florida too. Now we stopped Florida.
Wasn't it the game of Alabama and LSU? So literally like.
Florida was.
It was like 30 in the 30s,
I told
like,
you
in the second quarter.
that after watching the Florida game, I saw it go the same way with the Alabama game. Their offense is just so explosive.
Yeah.
Their quarterback, he's a freshman. I think he's a true freshman.
Who?
The quarterback at LSU. Oh, he's a sophomore. He's young. He is not anything. He is not an old quarterback. He's recently gotten there, and he's really.
Talking about and that.
Well, this is his first
Talking
year.
about. What do you mean what?
No, I'm saying that he has to go to
No,
the
just
league.
I mean, any quarterback who does this
That
great
means he's older.
with the team. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, he
Any
is.
quarterback who does this great with a team that has been down in the dumps for the last couple of years.
Dang, LSU's like been back down in the dumps?
Huh?
Disrespect LSU like that?
They have not been the top, like I said, 15. They've been out of the top 15 for the last couple of years. And now they're back in it, and
Yeah, he's a senior.
I don't know. Was that his first year there?
Born in 96.
I don't care about his date or his birth or any of that. When did he get there?
18 months ago.
So it is his first year there.
And then he's a senior though.
It doesn't matter. He came in, he took this team to the top, and he makes that offense move. Yes. And, a lot of the A lot of analysts are saying that our defense can hold, which a lot of the times they can hold. We have a very phenomenal defense. But what I've been telling people is what happens when the defense cracks eventually usually around the third or fourth quarter and they start racking up points. Are we going to have enough to stay ahead of them? Or are they going to be so far ahead that we can never come back? I feel like it's probably going to be the latter. And, whew, boy, this is going to be something to see. 3 o'clock, 3:30? ESPN, ABC. That little article said.
We're gonna lose.
We're going to lose the clock. That's what it said. We're going to lose.
This SEC, maybe CBS.
Things to watch for. Our pass defense, because we do need to have our pass defense to the top notch. And Jake Frum's efficiency. I love this article because those are the two things that we literally just said. We need our defense to be top notch, and Jake got it. I just don't know how it's going to work, especially with our top receiver being out the first half. Like, what the heck, man?
That Georgia Tech player, he fell into his trap. He knew what he was doing.
I told Bree that as soon as Bree informed me that we lost a player, I saw the notification for the fight. I wasn't watching the game, but I'm like, as soon as she told me he was a top player, I'm like, yo, that Georgia Tech player playing that because they are like 0-20 or something this season, and we beat them 57-3. So what else could you do besides get the competition out of here? And now, like I said, our offense is running at half. We lost Swift; he got hurt in the beginning of the game. Like our offense, he's playing, but what was it? Some article was talking about how Kirby I think you told me that. How he was very enthusiastic about, oh yeah, he playing. And then recently he was more like, yeah, we're going to see, we're going to get him out there, I guess. It's like, those are two different messages, you know what I mean? Oh, you said what? That was, I read that somewhere. Essentially that the enthusiasm of Kirby and Swift's ability to play changed as time went on. But yeah, we're going to see.
He's not that interesting.
We're going to hope. We will say this as far as, I guess, playoff potential. If we lose, we're out this thing.
They're already trying to figure out what team is going to replace
because it would have been Alabama if they didn't lose the Iron Bowl last week to Auburn, which was a great, interesting game.
They probably already
would have threw Alabama in there, no problem. I was actually talking about that with a couple of my coworkers. It's like, yeah.
It's actually why a lot of people are glad Auburn won because it's like they want a playoff without
one of the best teams in the league. Oh, that sounds competitive. I mean, I get it. I don't want Alabama in all the time, but if they're one of the best teams, if they're the ones to push people to their next level, then,
Are they one of the best teams right now without Tua?
That's what I told you that's why they dropped out the rank. Now, dropping to 12 is wild.
Auburn was 15.
Well, it's just...
I think Auburn's 11 now.
Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense. It's something that we haven't seen in a very long time.
Did you see the rant with the Clemson coach? He went on a rant last week and threw Georgia in there. I don't know why, but he was like, they're so determined to get us out of the playoffs. Based on the schedule and the scores and blah, blah, blah. It's like they are trying everything they can to get us out the top 4, but Georgia goes and loses to unranked South Carolina, and they find every way to get Georgia in the top 4. And I'm like, oh.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like with that, you should always just want a nice big SEC team, or maybe if the playoffs could include teams from each of the conferences, the bigger conferences, that would be great. But let's be real, SEC is one of the biggest, baddest conferences. You need some representatives, and if it ain't Alabama, it got to be us. Who else is gonna be? Or LSU. Well, see, the last couple of years we've had representatives from the East and West SEC because we're that badass.
True.
So
it's always Alabama.
And it's most likely us, for the most part. So that's where the competition is.
But he was salty. But they're not going to win this year.
I mean, like I said, I'm starting with this game. If we win, we're going to the championship, and I feel like we can take it because there is no Alabama to shut us down. Why not? I feel like this would be you're making that crazy, but this would be the year to take it. If we
Ohio State.
we will, boy. our defense would shut Justin in the top 10.
He said blasphemy.
The Big Ten is good.
All I gotta say is blow out
The
all
Big
their
Ten is a
opponents.
good conference, but our defense is still our defense. Let's not.
And Jake Fromm is still
If we can stop LSU, we can stop Ohio State.
LSU because of defense?
Huh?
He said blasphemy.
All of this is because of defense. There is no that. This is all hypothetical.
But can we score? Defense gotta score
No,
too?
I don't think. Defense. I wish defense could score. I wish our game could look like that Auburn game where they was just pick sixing and Auburn versus Alabama.
I'm kind of like rooting for Ohio State. Assuming that Georgia's not going to make the playoffs.
I'm sure every Georgia player, or every BUGA person will jump on that train.
But I would be very
soon as we
impressed if we
lose.
win. I would be very impressed. I'm rooting for us.
Yeah.
But I'm just also like being kind of realistic
Yeah.
here. You over it?
So speaking of some transition, this is Roman's 4 months. He's a 4-month-old baby.
4-month-old baby.
He's getting old
And bossy.
and smart
And bossy.
and mobile.
And so cute.
He's just doing all the stuff.
He's so smart.
There's went to the doctor, boosters, all that fun stuff. Playing with feet and toes and moving, and he's walking.
In a walker.
Nah, he's just walking. Period. Y'all gotta see. We're gonna post the videos of him just walking around places. It's crazy.
In a walker.
He's in a walker.
He's scooting in a walker. But you don't want to get on the floor and do tummy time.
Nah, he's just particular.
It's like you want to walk before you crawl. Why?
He's trying to help us put up Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
By the way, happy holidays and belated holidays and future holidays. We missed. I thought we were doing Thanksgiving video. We didn't.
We were too busy hosting.
That's true. We did have a blast with the dinners and the fams.
I don't want to pick you up.
Did the Black Friday shop, video games on 10, new equipment, baby stuff.
You ordered too much.
Nah, I'm returning like all of it, so it doesn't matter. I did. It was the deal. The deal. I would say this: as a Black Friday person, the deals were not as good as last year. Last year was some amazing stuff. This year it seemed like they just had a lot of stuff on backlogs. It was funny seeing some of the comments about like people. I saw this person that like, or it was like a meme of someone at Walmart Bree, and like they had Black Friday stickers on top of like the regular prices, and they were just lifting up all the stuff, and it was the same price. It's like $3.99. It's like, yo, they just tricking y'all. I'm like, not kind of black. I can see that how Black Friday is that, where it's like they discount stuff that could be to that price all year. But anyways, we had a blast with the fam. Roman had a blast for his first Thanksgiving, and I think in there that time we can move on to the next topic, which is Grammy nods came out around that time. No?
We're going to talk about NFL.
Now we're gonna keep it on sports.
Yeah. NFL.
I guess. So NFL, I'm not sure.
Cam's coming to Atlanta.
Oh, Ron Rivera got fired. I think I may have said that one. I've said something on one of these podcasts.
You said something was going to happen with either Cam or Ron Rivera.
I think I said that.
I think you said Cam though.
It was one of them, and I'm telling Bree, I'm like, yo, they need to follow suit in Atlanta with Dan Quinn and or our boy Matt. I don't want to see our boy Matt leave, but
I think Matt will be fine.
you mean that would be fine.
I think Matt will be fine.
I don't know what you're saying.
Matt's going to be just fine.
I'm just saying for the growth of everybody. Like, I feel like when splits like this happen, unfortunately, it's because they're trying to see growth. Like, you know, Carolina hasn't been the team they were since they were in the championship. Anyways,
Cam Newton.
I think the similarities between Atlanta and Carolina are very apparent. They both are teams that recently appeared in the championship and lost. Even though they had impeccable seasons, both of them had unfortunately Carolina lost only one game that year, and that was to Atlanta.
I was so mad.
We were there at that game.
I was so excited to see an undefeated Carolina. I knew they were going to.
Dude, I wanted to see Cam do what he did in college.
And the one game we went to, they lost. I was so mad.
But I feel it was the sorriest game.
The darn Falcons.
But they're just
they did the same
similar
thing
teams, and no one thought that they were
year.
going to fire Ron Rivera or bench Cam, but they've done all that, and I think the Falcons, even though Arthur Blank keeps saying, "Oh, I'm not doing that," we gonna see.
He wouldn't let Dan Quinn rearrange his whole coaching staff. I think that's how you know he doesn't plan on firing him anytime soon.
It also might just be a rearrange the coaching staff.
Or maybe like his last chance.
Exactly. That's what it was.
Okay,
That's
we're
exactly.
gonna give you one last chance.
One last chance to get it done, bro. Which, like I said, either way, we're not even for the home team, but it's just I pointed out the similarities, and then sure enough, Ronnie's
Saints
out
are
of here.
doing great. I hope they win the Super Bowl and Drew Brees retires and Teddy Bridgewater takes over, and it's just a great chapter to close and begin. That's my ideal end to the NFL this year. However, I should be going for, the Lamar Jacksons, Patrick Mahomes of the world, but
I mean, they are the top quarterbacks in the league right now.
They are.
They have the best pass
Russell Wilson
percentage,
is MVP.
the most yardage.
Let's not
most
forget about the
rushing
best
yardage.
quarterback in the league.
I'm not saying it was Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Russ. Who else? It was 5 quarterbacks that are doing elite, like the top numbers in the NFL, and they're all black. All black. All black. That's what I'm saying.
No, they can't. Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
He beat Brady last week.
It was a 5th one. Ah, man.
Sure wasn't Cam.
No, it wasn't.
It's not James Winston, is it?
No. He hasn't been.
There's the only one I can think of.
It was 5. We named the 4. I'm trying to think. Because I'm gonna say it wasn't Bridgewater, even though he's been doing amazing for the Saints.
He was undefeated with the Saints.
It's all starting quarterback. Oh, it was Dak. With bringing us to it was Dak. Now Dak's been doing great. His team, however,
which is honestly not a good look for him.
Is not
it's
doing
his contract
great.
Year.
Yeah, he's
trying to be
asking for
Zeke
more money.
And
He
get a
wants
big
more
contract,
money.
but it's like Jerry Jones up in the box, like,
Yo, like
this ain't big contract ready.
we got 5-6 wins, bro.
Y'all want me to fire the coach? Look at these players.
It was Dak. Dak was the 5th quarterback because he, like I said, his numbers look great. If you were watching Cowboy games, you would think, or you were, I guess, reading them on paper as far as stats as they're going on, you would think that they were winning these games.
Are you trying to grab that?
But unfortunately, that just does not seem to be the case. The Cowboys, they're just not doing so hot. But Dak is doing amazing, and like Bree said, he's asking for more. 6-7. Oh my goodness! And like I said, the game he lost to the Bears, who've been pretty bad for the last couple of years. They talking about, like Bree said, they talking about firing this man, the coach. It's just.
They say repeat performance. That's so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful.
So it's kind of hard for him to ask. Look, Jerry, the guy himself. Ooh, the big man, big money man. It's kind of hard for him to ask for more money when the season's bad. I get that, but I mean, Zeke got it off, and they weren't doing so hot either.
Zeke got it off before the season.
That's very true, and he actually is a phenomenal running back. I mean, not saying Dak isn't a phenomenal quarterback. I mean, he beat out Tony Romo for this spot, so I feel like he should be getting paid at least half of what Romo was getting paid. But other than that, I mean,
Romo?
the NFL.
You said Roman.
I said Roman? I thought I said Romo. Tony Romo. Other than that, I mean, I'm off. NFL is full of it's crazy drama. The Patriots still spazzing up.
What?
I've heard rumors that Antonio Brown might come back.
They lost 2. The Patriots lose 2 games and like everyone's freaking
Right,
out.
they do
Like,
that.
oh my gosh, this is
I'm
the
not
end for
freaking
them.
out. You're right. I saw so many articles saying like it's the end for Brady. 45. What? I'm like,
It's
yo.
2 games.
It is.
And it's 2 like great quarterbacks that he's running. It's Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that thing? The racist announcer. What he said about that game actually.
About the ball.
About the ball. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that's disrespectful.
Oh my gosh.
The announcers are wilding.
It's not even that. It's just.
Well, they said something about LeBron. Someone said something about LeBron.
It's not even the why. It's just the fact that the ball is a lot different color than people.
That too.
Even though the darkest skin, like that's crazy. I was like, what? I played football for years. I never the fake. Anyways, that's not what we do. I just remember that comment did come up because of that game. But yeah, the Patriots still doing Patriot things.
So busy.
He
just wants to grab everything.
I'm just not even really watching the NFL like that. We rewatching Aaron Rodgers. Kaepernick didn't get the job.
I know, it's not like that too.
It didn't like that. Even though he went to high school and
what are you trying to do?
2 footballs.
He's trying to do everything.
On video cameras.
I just put you over there. Where are you going?
I don't know. As far as playoffs, or as far as, well, like I said, this is the coming weeks of the NFL is coming to a conclusion, so it will be playoffs soon. I don't know the Patriots are going to take it. I don't know. I mean, it's that or we're going with Lamar Jackson and the boys because they've had a phenomenal year. Or, honestly, Russ and the boys. Russ and the boys.
I would be happy if Lamar won. I'd be happy if Russell. But I am kind of bad. Is that bad of me?
You've been the Saint, Drew Brees.
It's kind of like Peyton Manning. Like I love Cam Newton, but I was kind of rooting for Peyton Manning to win and retire as Super Bowl champion. And I would love for Drew Brees to do the same.
He plays like a Super Bowl champion.
Don't disrespect Peyton Manning.
He retired. Pizza Hut man. Like a Pizza Hut dude. That's how he retired.
Stop talking. Respect him. I'm not even mentioning the best quarterback in the league.
I mean, that's because you already know that they're going to find some way to just mess it up.
They've had a great year so far.
And they're going to find some way to mess it up.
Everyone should know we're talking about Aaron Rodgers because he's the best quarterback in the league. We're still not on Grammy nods yet. Turn it off.
I haven't put anything up, Marie. This is for us, bro.
Next, NBA.
NBA Izzo. What are we talking about?
Speaking
NBA?
of refs and LeBron James, commentators. That commentator went in on him for being on the court with no shoes, like celebrating and stuff while his teammates were still playing.
I missed this.
But he was like, sorry, I was giving shoes to a fan that made their night and blah,
Celebrating
blah,
with no shoes?
That's
what people are commenting on now?
It was fourth quarter, the game was still going on, and one of the players did
How much time was in the game?
I don't remember. And he was like jumping up and down like on the court and no shoes on and celebrating, and the commentator was talking about it. But he like posted, he was like, sorry that I played top notch and was successful that night, that my team didn't need me anymore, and I gave my shoes to a fan and made their night. That was his response.
No, sorry. LeBron James and his sassy sarcasm. No, we all love it. That's a sassy man. He likes to be sassy. What? LeBron do like to be sassy. I don't even know how else to describe it.
You're right, because it's like
he loves to respond like that.
They went to New Orleans. It's like you would think Anthony Davis would say something. Anthony Davis didn't say anything. He just performed. LeBron was the one.
He's a sassy man.
Why are you yelling at the monkey?
He realizes he has a platform, and I guess the silence doesn't fit him, so he does the sassy stuff instead. See, he sees what the silent stuff does for Steph, and it just makes Steph sound like a weirdo on the internet. Is that what it is? Because Steph don't say nothing, and everyone thinks he's a weirdo. Well, he is kind of a weirdo.
Don't be disrespecting Steph.
I'm just saying, LeBron's like, I don't want to... Because if LeBron didn't say anything, he'd probably come off as like a super weirdo, honestly. So he got to be sassy. I get it. I don't know why they're paying attention to his shoes, and if they're winning, and if he did a triple-double that night, and he gave his shoes to a fan, like, shut up. Like, what are you saying? I don't... Commentate on the game, not LeBron James doing LeBron James things. But, I mean, Bree, we also know that the NBA is nothing without LeBron. They make everything. He tweets about Taco Tuesday being a patent, and that is in the ESPN News. Has nothing to do with sports.
Carry the monkey off of it.
No, I don't blame him. Well, let's see.
It's like getting mad. He gets
Melo's back in the league. It's crazy that we haven't been here for a month, and Melo now is back, and he actually got like Player of the Week. He got Player of the Week because he actually turned around, I guess, the production of Portland. They've been doing really bad, and that's why they decided to finally hire him, or he decided to finally give them a chance because they had tried him a couple times before, like 2 times before. And he actually turned around for him. He's been helping them win games. Damian Lillard was a little hurt. When I say Damian Lillard was hurt,
even when he was playing,
right? They said it was pretty bad. But they've had the Melo turnover or the Melo ratio since he's been on the team is positive, and it's anyone who believed in CarMelo, which I don't know if I was. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't one of the believers per se.
What did he do to you?
I know Melo can ball, and I've seen some of the workouts, but it's just the way that he was being cut from these teams. It was just saying something. And then who was that? Who put out that interview that was like, it's the culture of Melo? It was one of his. It was Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups.
Yes, and when Chauncey Billups said that, I was like, yeah, I can definitely see everything he's saying.
I don't get how he was like begging to be on a team and like I just want to like do the last like year right and do what D-Wade did and like blah blah blah. But now he's on a team. He's like, who says this is the end?
That is crazy.
This isn't the end.
This ain't my last year, bro. Y'all finally let me
This
back
ain't
in
no
here,
farewell tour.
and now y'all stuck with me, dog. Lala saying that's not my man. I don't. It was some article heading. I don't read these articles. I think they're hilarious. Some reporter asked a Lala about Melo coming back to the league or something. And she was just like, that's not my problem. She said, I don't. So you do know what I'm talking about?
She didn't remember to say that.
What'd she
was
say?
Telling him this isn't the end for you, and you're gonna get picked up by a team. She was like, he's positive during a bad time.
That's not the headline, so it was something more petty, less than what you're
They just showed her at a game in Portland with the FaceTime of their son in the air to show him as her dad.
Watching the game on
on FaceTime.
Can you just watch it on TV?
They saying she's still a down bit.
Wouldn't that have been more efficient? They don't even have good data in the stadiums. You just watch it on TV.
Players probably got like a different Wi-Fi or something.
Whatever. Exclusive Wi-Fi. I mean, you might be right.
Exclusive Wi-Fi.
But I mean, he's been turning around. Speaking of Melo, you can't talk about Melo and LeBron without bringing out their other homie, CP3, who is
You gotta press the stop. I'm saying wrap it up.
CP3's he finally spoke out about his feelings on this trade to OKC. Even though they've been doing, they gave the Warriors the worst loss in history recently. I'm just, I'm spitballing facts.
The Warriors.
Yeah, we don't know what that team, who that team is.
Not the Warriors.
They had them at like 47 at the half. I said, "Jeez, Louise," and then they ended up beating them by like 50 points.
That was OKC?
Yes, it was OKC and Chris Paul and the boys. I thought that game was going to be a wash both ways. Nope. So what did he say, Bree? Tell us what did Chris Paul say?
The same thing Melo said, that the Rockets owner said that they weren't going to trade him, and the very next day he was traded.
Yeah, I think that Bree did tell me that. I think that's trifling. That's 2 players in the same camp of the LeBron, Melo, D-Wade friendship ball of energy that said that, these Rocket dudes, the Rocket GM.
He said, I demand your attention.
The Rocket GM is giving us mixed messages, which is not good for leadership.
He's sleepy.
You shouldn't tell your employees or partners, one thing, like, oh yeah, you're good, you're gonna be here tomorrow. And then they gotta find out via public that they've been traded. That's trifling, dude. Now it's happened twice. Unless Melo told Chris Paul to say it so they could support the story. That's a conspiracy for y'all fresh. Probably called him like, yo, CP3, I need you to say this. I need you to say exactly what I said so we can get this man out of here. What you think, bro? And then LeBron gonna say it too next. Watch. And then D-Wade gonna be like, yo, I didn't even play for that team, but I'm just gonna say straight up.
Why are you trying them? The Banana Boat Boys.
The Banana Boat Boys. No, I'm just saying.
You just try they might.
But that would be hilarious.
It's the truth. Like,
Like, yo, We all got whistleblowing to do and get this GM out of here. Speaking of that, they are moving forward with articles and impeachment. We're not a political podcast, but they are moving forward with it, apparently. We got that news too. This is it's a lot of news in this month of time.
Next year.
Yeah, you're right. It is a little late.
2020 is going to be a very interesting year.
Yeah.
An interesting time, Bill.
Yeah.
In the world.
We got last minute Democrat nominees popping up. We got ones that's been in since the day one dropping out.
Prepare for 2020.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
Anywho, that's just a side note.
Yeah, it's like we are not a political platform, but hey, we gotta be informed in the country that you live in, for sure.
Go vote. Anyway, or register.
All that.
Is that music playing somewhere? Music playing out of nowhere? Oh, he brought it over here.
You stay there.
Jesus, how dare you?
Oh.
He's sleepy. He's sleepy.
Let's see.
Look at him, like, how dare you?
Other than that, NBA's been looking alright. There's been a lot of good starts. There's been a lot of bad starts, like the Warriors and the Hawks and the Knicks. The Knicks just fired their coach because their start's been so bad. Like the worst 3 teams in the league right now are the Knicks,
It hasn't
the
even been
Warriors,
a month into
and the Hawks.
It has been a month.
It's
It's barely been a month, and they're already firing their coach.
They got the man out of here.
Respectful.
Out of here. All this injection and impeachment, get them out of here. Okay? They didn't make no moves. They haven't been tanking right. Get them out of here. Falcons probably going to be on this. Falcons, sorry. The Hawks probably going to be on some similar stuff because, boy, Trae Young can't do it by himself. You just can't.
Yeah, he's scoring.
He's balling. He's scoring 50 points a game. He can't do it by himself, man. He needs teammates.
Losing. That's a problem.
He needs teammates.
He deserves better.
If he was like 6'7", he probably could do it by himself. But if y'all ever seen Trae Young is short. He's like 6 feet flat.
Right.
Yeah, he's pretty short. No, he's pretty short, but he be balling. But he can't do it by himself.
Just kidding.
He need help. I don't know who would come to help him. It's Vince Carter's last year. He's finally retiring. Probably about to be the oldest NBA player to do it. He's like 43.
He's retiring. This
Yeah,
is his farewell.
Right, farewell tour. He's doing it here in Atlanta.
He said, he was like, I want to earn being an All-Star. I don't want no honorary All-Star. Like what they did with D-Wade and Dirk last year. They were talking about doing it with Vince this year, but he was like, no, I want to earn, I deserve, if I'm going to be an All-Star, it's because I earned it. It's like, okay.
Well, the honorary system is because he earned it years ago. He just can't play to that potential now. But you still should, it's like it's more opportunity for your fans to see you. D-Wade and Dirk weren't playing at All-Star level when it's an honorary All-Star. Like, you can't really expect yourself to be at 43 years old to be playing like you were when you were 20 and actually earn the spot. Like, come on, Vince. I get it, competitive edge, but if it's really your last year, it's just the league's way of just saying, we appreciate you. Like I said, this is another opportunity for the fans to recognize you on a more than just Atlanta local scale, because I don't know how many people are Vince Carter fans zooming in on Atlanta games to watch him play. You know what I mean? But this would give them an opportunity to watch something that's amazing. Like if you did I don't think you're gonna do a dunk contest, but you know, it's nice. But I get also the competitive sentiment of I want to get in there. But bro, come on, they got Zion and the boys are like 20 years old.
Ooh, it's gonna be cold.
Zion and the new talent are all 20 and 19 years old. They're the new All-Stars. The only person who's gonna be above 30 making All-Star is LeBron.
It's in Chicago this year.
That's about it. I think he'd probably be the only plus 30-year-old. I think he was like one of the only plus 30-year-olds to make it for the last couple of years. Because Chris Paul was recently not in it. The Melos, all the 30-plus-year-olds.
How old is James?
James.
Oh, hold on. Steph, Katie, James.
Oh, I'm talking about plus 30. They just turned 30.
Steph's about to be 32.
Just turned 30. They still got a long time in this league. I'm talking about the 36-year-olds, Melo, LeBron, The old guys.
2003 class.
The old men's.
That's class that would do it.
They're not gonna, and even
They
really
could
talking
be
about Vince Carter. Like that, he's the oldest. He was 96, or I think it was 96.
He's the first player to play in.
Damn.
Was it 2 decades or 3 decades?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's breaking record. Yeah, I guess if he was drafted in 96, yeah, 2006, 2016. That's 20. So I'm saying
He's the first player.
and he's still playing. Like, that's the thing. He's not just on the bench. Like, he's actually in the rotation. It's crazy.
He's sleep.
Sorry. But that's off the NFL. NBA.
Grammys is next. You can finally talk about your Grammy nod.
I don't want to talk about them that bad, Brie.
Taylor Swift's album was not that great to me.
I honestly just looked at that top list.
Sue
And
me.
I don't know who the hell.
Sue me.
I don't know who.
Hers pretty good.
I know her.
It was right there. Today. It was today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about Rihanna? You're so funny.
Where's Rihanna?
Yeah.
It's December, 9th?
You too
8th?
early. You too early, girl.
7th?
So let's see. Let's just stick to the categories, I guess, that we know.
I hope J. Cole wins, though.
Let's see.
He
So
was
yeah, we
nominated
do have
3
J.
times.
Cole. So in the rap albums, we got R&B too. Is some of
I think hers gonna win R&B.
the Chris Brown song? Oh, so the Chris Brown and Drake song, No Guidance, got a Grammy nod? Okay.
I actually like that song.
That's R&B. It's a pretty cool song, but so did her. Could have been with Rice and Ooh, that's a good song too. Look at Me Now. I don't
think
know.
hers
That song.
gonna
Say So.
win
Let's see.
in R&B.
Lizzo's album, apparently, I think she just won an American
Lizzo's
Music
gonna
Award. Lizzo's pretty good out there.
I think she was the most nominated this year.
She's
Or one of the most nominated.
you listened to that one song and fell in love. She's pretty talented. She's pretty good. She probably might. I don't know. Is she a new artist?
Yeah.
So she might bloom on the new artist awards. So we got rap. You say you want J. Cole. Middle Child is pretty cool. I haven't listened to the whole Baby album.
Rainbow's nominated.
Down. This Down Bad song. Ha
That's
So it's like 2 J. Cole's. J. Cole's one. Has J. Cole ever won? I don't think he's ever won a Grammy. This might be his first.
Really?
I don't think so.
He's
No.
nominated a few times.
He's been nominated for a bunch of times, but he's kind of like,
This is his year.
yeah.
I'm rooting for you, Jermaine.
He's never been like, you know J. Cole. He's not the main. He is the mainstream dude. He's not trying to be the mainstream dude. He's just J. Cole. He does his thing, and then he goes to Carolina and he chills for 3 years.
Everyone's happy Nipsey was nominated too. Even though, wasn't he nominated last year?
I believe so, but I think this is like another song that I don't think it's his
I think that
album.
was one of his last appearances.
I think his album did get one last year, but this there's
it was
other
his one
unreleased
last
music,
appearance.
or people have tracks with Nipsey. Some people say it's like riding the Nipsey wave, but there's a lot of people who have like tracks with him, Brie, that have been releasing it on the low, and I guess they're being nominated for a Grammy as well. Clout, that's actually Cardi B got to get her Grammy nod in there somehow, even though it's Offset's song. I don't know, it's a funny song though. DJ Khaled, I don't know about that. Drip Too Hard is a cool ass song. I like it. I've seen Lil Nas X. He's nominated for, I think, Best Album of the Year, Best Song of the Year, Best New. Like, yo, is the Money Train Plant Machine not pushing this man to the top? The songs weren't even that. Like, it started as a country thing.
He just won a
It
CMA
wasn't that
Music Award.
great of a country song, but it was catchy. But it really wasn't country. And then he releases a rap album, a rap techno album, and now he's getting like Hey, I'm not hating. I would love
he'll be a one-hit wonder.
to get that. Panini is which is nominated right here, and Panini doesn't even make any sense. It just has a cool beat. I like the beats. I love the production of Panini. The song. The video is ridiculous. The live performance was ridiculous. Like, no. And then Old Town Road, which once again, it was catchy. It was great when Billy Ray remixed it. And then Billy Ray and The Baby, everyone, Young Thug. I love that part of it, but it shouldn't be nominated for a Grammy. That's
nominated again.
That's why for the London, Meet Me at the London.
Jermaine will win a Grammy this year.
They should have put Trap. Yeah, most definitely. They're trying to. I mean, maybe it's because he implied that his next album that he's releasing next year will be his last album.
He said dropping an album next year?
He said it'll be his last one.
Why?
Because he's done music.
No, he's not.
That's what a lot of people are
How
saying.
many times did Jay-Z say that?
That's his mentor. That's who he signed on the Rock Nation, and that's what I was thinking too. I'm just like, this man is Jay-Z's like prodigy. He's just saying that to hype it up. And
I'm a late bloomer of J. Cole. I was not a fan in the beginning.
I wasn't a fan in the beginning, but I knew that Hov picked him. Jay-Z Hov, for people who don't know. I know that Jay-Z picked him to be the next prodigy, and I was a big fan. I know Jay-Z, I mean, look at him, he's the first billionaire rapper. So this was a long time ago when he picked up J. Cole. I knew from there. One of the few artists he signed, it was like Rihanna, J. Cole. They had to be great, right? He had to be great.
Random question.
He just had a very slow start to me.
Random question.
What's up?
Is anyone signing Bad Boy?
I think Day 26 is still signing him.
Anyone that makes
Machine Gun Kelly? But, I mean, he's acting now, but I think he still has a contract. French Montana, yeah. Those are the top 3 that are still active.
Are they the only 3?
Maybe. There's probably others that we just don't know about because Diddy just does the Diddy stuff.
Like, is he making all his money from Ciroc? You don't really hear about Bad Boy anymore.
No.
Like you used to. Is that why you're trying to bring back the show?
I mean, I feel like French just released the album, right? That you just told me.
Yeah.
So that's gonna get some more Bad Boy recognition out there. I haven't looked at it or seen who's on it, but yeah, music. Let's see, best rap song. Gold. You told me you didn't. I haven't even listened to Gold Roses. I don't know how it's nominated. I heard it was not good. Yet it's nominated.
Is that Rick Ross and Drake?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad song.
I haven't heard it's a bad song. I just heard it's not the best song. I heard like once you hear it once, you're like, okay, good.
I just watched the video.
I haven't seen none of it. Bad Idea. I don't even know what that is. A Lot.
I'm actually tired of that song.
A Lot?
No, A&T.
Oh, so I'm like, that's another J. Cole nod. I actually like that song.
Oh, I'm thinking of 21 Savage.
It is 21 Savage.
I know, but A&T.
Oh, that's a different song.
I'm tired. I'm tired of that song.
You used to like it.
I'm tired of 21 Savage.
He actually just released whose album? He's on someone's album. Racks in the Middle, best rap album. Let's see, we got so you said Dreamville, Meek's Mill Championship, his album that he released when he got out of jail from the last couple of years.
It's not bad.
20. I love that album. I played that 21 Savage album a bunch. That's the Monster.
You woke him up.
Sorry, that's the A Lot. That came out, I guess it did come out last year after the nominations came out, but that was a really good album. And then unfortunately he got deported because he's from like Britain or whatever. Dreamville, Tyler the Creator. No, you love that Tyler the Creator album.
Like one song from it.
You like 2 songs.
One. You just
We
play
Love
the second one all the
Earthquake.
time. You made my earth.
Exactly. And
You made my earth.
and you like I Don't Love You Anymore. So stop it, Bree. That's our song.
I don't know.
Exactly. I'm going for Tyler. Hey, Tyler had a phenomenal album this year.
Like hated me. I walk around the house just saying
I didn't hate. I love the fact that you like Tyler's music. It was a really good album. The videos that we watched were hilarious. The one with Tracy Ellis Ross and burning down the building. And Tracy Ellis is low key the
That's
sexy.
not a song to me. It's like a funny catchphrase.
It is something, but
I don't love you anymore.
it's a great. See, look at that. Country nominations. Guess who's not there? No Old Town Road. None of that.
You have to go to the big categories. Those are the top ones.
I know. I'm saying, but it should be nominated here. It wasn't nominated in Country Boys
Now
either.
go back to the top.
Yeah, the top. Yeah, that's where you see it everywhere. Best album.
What's the first one?
So record of the year. I actually don't know many of these. I know Seven Rings with Ariana Grande. I know Hard Place with her.
I'm rooting for her.
And I know, like I said, Old Town Road and Truth Hurts.
It's gonna be
Lizzo
or Lil Nas, but I like her.
I haven't heard this Post Malone song, but I heard it's really good. Sunflower with him and Sway Lee.
Next.
Old Town Road. It's the remix too.
Of course.
They might get that. I don't know if they might. Children love that song.
I'm still trying to figure out record of the year versus song of the year.
Record of the year is just the. Dang it! I actually used to know the difference. Or never mind. It says it right here. Dude. Awards to the artists and the producers, recording engineers, and the mixers and the mastering other than the artist, if other than the artist. So essentially, everyone who produced the song Right. The record is yes, but now when you talking about song of the year, you talking about who wrote
So I
it.
think it'll be her or
Probably.
Lizzo. It
Or
could be Old Town. Old Town would be more of like song of the year.
Yeah, album of the year. That's Square Score. Actually, heard this is a good Delano Del Rey album. It's pretty cool. I haven't heard Ariana. I mean, Bree was gonna go to the
I
tour.
like her other album better.
Thank you. Next one. I used to know
I'm excited for her.
And then Lil Nas' 7 Little Songs should not be nominated for. It's literally a 15-minute album, y'all, or 20. I think it's 20 minutes with 7 songs, and you really just need to listen to Panini and Old Town Road because the rest of them sound like techno rap
Next.
nonsense.
Lizzo has a chance. Next.
Lizzo. I don't know. Vampire Weekend. Song of the year. This is the song that is just turn the year on top of his head. It's crazy that none of these are.
It's probably gonna be Lover.
None of these are. I don't even know Taylor. And I know Taylor Swift songs usually. See?
It'll be Lover.
Who's hosting the Grammys? I guess we're not watching this year.
It's Alicia Keys again.
Well, yeah, you didn't tell me. I told you that.
It's so bad. We should be
Alicia Keys and Friends.
for our people.
Not if it's boring. I'm here to be entertained.
Lil Nas gonna win Best New Artist.
That's sad.
On there. Oh, Lizzo.
Nah, Lizzo might win. Lizzo's a better real
This
new.
is gonna be the Lil Nas.
She's a real new artist, even though I think she might be a little bit old.
Watch Black Pumas come and be like, hi.
And then the rest of categories.
Don't care about.
That's something I just care about the hip
Taylor
hop,
Swift show.
R&B, and Taylor Swift still fighting for the rights to re-record her album so she can have
it wasn't
ownership.
to re-record. It was to.
I thought she was trying to I thought she was trying to re-record live performances so she could
She
have
wants to re-record
rights.
so she doesn't have to go through people to do rights. But what she was ranting about was, I can't perform my songs on stage and I can't release my Netflix documentary. But then they came back and said, we have no rights to, we can't even remotely stop you. Like, what are you talking about? And then she did the performance and now she just announced her documentary. I think it was all a PR stunt, but whatever.
Why are you holding it like this?
He leaned back like this, he chilling.
Hey, little Tim.
He was knocked out asleep, but then you were loud.
Oh my goodness.
And now he's just staring everywhere.
That was a lot of stuff to cover, to be honest. But honestly, I like the way that it was done. This is what happens when you take off a month in between videos. Is there anything else running? So this is Grammy nods, NBA, NFL, our game today.
You just need a little catnap. You better know.
Our baby's 4 months.
Say bye. Say bye.
And yeah, go dogs, I guess. Y'all comment below. And we're gonna.
I hope it's a good game. I'm rooting for it. I just want to compete.
I just want to compete too.
I just want to compete.
But as I've told people all year who asked me, if our offense consistently can't score over 25 points a game, and the rest of the teams have been blowing out teams all year, what do you expect us to do? Anyways, comment below any of the various topics. Please give us spirit fingers for the game tonight. Let us know how you feel about the NBA so far. Who do you think is going to win the playoffs for the NFL? Is it going to be the Patriots again? Probably. You think Deshaun?
Absolutely not. This is actually the one year.
Think Lamar Jackson going
I
to
don't
get
even think Patriots
the
will get
Heisman Award? Maybe.
Him or Russell. I think it's between him and Russ. I don't think the Patriots even make it to the Super Bowl.
Grammys are next year. If you get anything awesome on Black Friday, let us know. If you're looking for stuff, Bree's gonna make me sell all my things.
Ridiculous.
What else?
Black Friday was over a week ago. We're still getting packages to it.
I told you what happened. Okay, Best Buy had messed up my order.
Okay, whatever.
They sent it to the wrong
Bye.
addresses.
Say bye, Roman.
And then they double sent everything.
Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. You want to talk?
Winter coat. Dang, I do look kind of.
You gonna make press by that?
I look real wintry. Anyway, thanks. Got comment below. And
Oh, there you go.
we will see y'all.
Let me spit up.
Hopefully, relatively soon.
I need a finger dipper.
Pieces.